Dorian, so now, after we have made our first video about the new opening, the enhanced opening report of ChessBase 26, which you hopefully have watched, we have noticed that in this particular variation in the French defense, with f5, the very peculiar or curious move, the surprise move, of course, we didn't have that many games in the mega database, 147, I think it was. Yeah. But not to worry, we can start the Monte-Carlo analysis and get a second opinion.
Yes, a second statistics, because it will be based on the games which are produced now. So we go to, we need a remote engine for that, because otherwise it will use too many of your resources. And
yeah, I need to mention this. We made a German version of this video and my computer just died. Yes. So we quickly used the remote engine, but the good thing about it is if you're a premium user, it's for free anyway.
So I go to default Kibitzer, it's not there. So I close this, I go to add Kibitzer, go to remote engine, okay. Then I choose go here.
Stockfish, basic, it's free.
And start engine. Now it doesn't use your
CPU,
your resources, and we start with Monte-Carlo analysis, which is with dice.
The little dice,
yes. We just press here, and we see
and it's 16 CPUs, so yeah.
Exactly.
Quite nice.
It's 16 CPUs. This is your computer, your resources, which are used now for
the remote engine.
Not for the remote, for Monte-Carlo.
Ah, for Monte-Carlo.
Yeah.
So why do I confuse them? I don't know.
So Monte-Carlo, yeah, we have what does it mean? It means that two engines are playing with each other.
This position.
Starting with this position, they are playing games. And this is how many games we have played there. They are, of course, very quick games in milliseconds, and but still they are, of course, quite strong so for statistics.
Well, it's Stockfish after all, yeah.
And here we have already a different story. We have that white scores 40%. Not 40% scores white, wins 40% of the games. Black wins 20% of the games, and this is draw code. Yeah, it goes down. So it means in order to have a more or less reliable statistic, we need here to have at least 1,000 games.
1,000 plus games, yeah.
1,000 plus games, but it goes quite quickly. I doubt it will change much. And then we have this second statistics, which says, okay, wait a second. Although the statistics in our database was good, in reality, it was good because there were not so many games. And here, if we have much more games, then we know, okay, then we see that statistics is not so good anymore. Now it's also interesting to mention that here we see that, okay, white is better. But it's not always reflected here, because sometimes there are some forced variations. And in if you start at move 5, 6, it's okay. But if you start at move 15 or 20, there are some evaluations based on one single variation. And then if you see that white is here clearly better, but the statistics are acceptable for black, it means, okay, then it's worth trying very often, because it must, the opponent must find the exact.
So what does that mean now? So let me try to summarize it. So now we have plus 1,000 games, and we can clearly see white has a little bit of an advantage if f5 is played. But because of the opening report, which we have checked earlier, we could see that the humans who are playing against each other on a level of, let's say, 1,400 to 2,100, it's quite equal, if not even a tiny bit better for black. It is a very good surprise opening on a lower niveau, but if you play it on a higher niveau, that was also, I mean, it was just 3 games, but if you play it on a high level as an engine, white would win definitely most of the games. So
we'll get an advantage.
If you're a very strong player, do not try this at home. But if you are a good club player or a medium club player, great idea for a surprise, and dig into it a bit more to find some cool moves. And this gives also an idea what would white play, Bishop e2, that is the highest suggestion. A3, that is a...
A3, but A3 we see is also the second choice of
Yeah.
the computer at this moment. What we go bishop e2, between bishop e2 and A3, it's also the result of
and then we can
Monte-Carlo.
also check, because that's what we did earlier, we can check what did the humans play. And many humans took the pawn en passant.
Exactly.
Because they just learned, en passant, that's a cool chess move, I have to try it out now. Finally I can.
Exactly, and also because white wants to open the position. So generally,
Yes.
normally white wants to open the king side. So you have to evaluate this risk, if it's worth trying it or not. In some cases, yes, in some cases, no.
Dorian, thank you so much for this insight.
My pleasure.